Faculty Inauguration Ceremony of the School of Medicine. Please remain seated at your seats for the Clinical Faculty of the School of Medicine processional. The clinical faculty to be inaugurated are now entering. The platform party of the School of Medicine is now entering. With Dr. Theodoros Litras, chairperson, Professor Anastasios Stefanou, Chair of Research, Dr. Stelianos Kokoulis, Chair of Clinical Training, Dr. Christina Kousparou, Dr. Panagiotis Economidis, and Dr. Katerina Menelaou, Clinical Professor Tassos Karandreas, Dr. Pani Christoloudis, Dr. Charambos Michaliloudis. The Senate is now entering. Please be seated. Please be seated. We're honored to have with us today Mr. Marios Themikleou, Deputy Minister of Health of Greece, Dr. Christoloudis Kaisis, Dr. Petros Agathigeliou, President of Cyprus Medical Council, Ms. Lukia Polygernios, Member of the Executive Committee of European University Cyprus. Distinguished guests, Member of the Senate, faculty, ladies and gentlemen, and dear students. Welcome to the first Clinical Faculty Inauguration Ceremony of European University Cyprus School of Medicine. We are proud to have you with us as we confer certification to our clinical faculty. I would like to invite the Rector, Professor Evstasiou, to the podium for a short welcome address.
Good evening, everyone. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, dear students. It is my great pleasure and honor to address you this evening on the occasion of the organization of the Clinical Faculty Inauguration Ceremony by our School of Medicine. There is no doubt to anyone at European University Cyprus, but also more widely in our society here in Cyprus, that one of the most significant developments at our university in the last decade was the establishment of the School of Medicine. The school has already made a significant contribution in training the new generation of doctors in Cyprus, the region, and more widely the rest of the world. 3 years ago, our School of Medicine has expanded its activity to the heart of Europe, Frankfurt, Germany, to contribute further to the training of physicians across the whole of Europe. Our faculty, our professors, and our researchers are the driving force for the development of excellent academic programs, pioneering and responsible research and innovation activity, and service to our community. These are, in fact, the three main pillars of our mission as a university. Central to the mission of the School of Medicine and the success of its academic program for young physicians is our program of clinical training in hospitals in Cyprus and Germany. The new clinical faculty we are inaugurating today, therefore, have a very important role to play in the training of our medical students and their preparation to be the successful physicians of tomorrow. This year, European University Cyprus has many more reasons to be proud and hopeful for the future. We are inaugurating our School of Veterinary Medicine, which will be located in a newly reconstructed building on our campus. Furthermore, we will celebrate the first graduating class from the International Digital Economy College, a collaborative effort with Minjiang University in China. And additionally, we are thrilled to begin a new chapter with our European partners in the European Universities Alliance Sunrise. I would like to assure our new clinical faculty that they will have our full support throughout their tenure at European University Cyprus in order to best fulfill their very important mission for the benefit of our students. I would also like to take this opportunity to wish our new clinical faculty warm congratulations for their appointment and to extend our best wishes for success in all your endeavors and all your professional and personal aspirations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rector Anastasiou. I would like to invite Dean Elizabeth Johnson for a short welcome address.
I don't have my stool, so I can't see you. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear students, and of course our dear clinical faculty. We gather to celebrate a milestone event. Today, we're here to celebrate the inauguration of clinical faculty to our School of Medicine. Now, many of you may ask, what is in a name? What is a clinical professor, or what is sometimes referred to as a professor of practice? To answer this, I'd like to share a quote from Sir William Osler. Osler said that the student begins with the patient, continues with the patient, and ends his study with the patient, using books and lectures as tools, as a means to an end. Osler's greatest influence was to insist that students learn from seeing and talking to patients. As clinical faculty, you're called to bridge that gap between theory and practice. So you will play a very important role in our students to make that transition from the classroom to the clinic, to a totally different learning environment. As clinical faculty, you're called upon to make a valuable contribution to our students' learning process. More importantly, you're called upon to serve as a role model of what they aspire to be. Now, clinical education is at the heart of medical education. It is here that students are taught how to take care of patients by experienced clinicians such as yourselves. You're an important part, an important factor, so that we can achieve the highest level of clinical training for our students. You teach our students where medicine truly comes alive. As you treat your patients, you're actually also guiding our students with your expertise. It is always by your side that the student learns that patients don't always read the textbook. There's no general standard to follow, but they must learn to think critically, to talk to their patients, or rather to listen to their patients and consider all the signs and symptoms, even the ones that may not be so evident, but rather what the patient is describing, how they feel. So, ladies and gentlemen, at this inauguration ceremony, we must be aware of the momentous underscoring of the enormity of the responsibility of the appointment of clinical faculty brings. As clinical faculty, you're called upon to demonstrate many attributes: commitment, empathy, ethical standards, and of course, up-to-date knowledge and skills, such as we were exposed during this Congress. You're called to serve as guides so that our students become tomorrow's leaders in medicine. And this is core to our vision as a medical school. So how will you, as our clinical faculty, contribute to the vision of our school? By inspiring our students, by serving as role models, by providing leadership, by promoting their professional development, and so much more. So as you embark on this next part of your journey with us as a clinical faculty member of our school, and as you prepare as your role as a critical player in the professional lives of our students, remember that you take with you an amazing gift to offer society. Some of you will inspire our students by advancing our knowledge and understanding of medicine by discovering new things. Some of you will ensure the future by teaching others. And some of you will guide tomorrow's clinicians by attending to the very meaning of life, one patient at a time. Congratulations to each and every one of you, and welcome to the family of European University School of Medicine. Thank you. I'm going to interrupt the process a little bit to help out. I would like to announce that we have 3 clinical fellowships. These are very important fellowships that we're offering to our graduates. We have a fellowship in clinical fellowship in plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery, that was devised by Professor Neophytos Dimitriadis, as well as one in medical education devised by Dr. Dourakis, an associate professor of ours. I would like to ask the president of the Cyprus Association to discuss the importance of these clinical fellowships and the meaning of having a clinical fellowship today as postgraduate education in Cyprus.
Good evening, honorable faculty, Dean of the School of Medicine, Deputy Dean, esteemed tutors, new clinical faculty. On behalf of the Cyprus Medical Association, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all involved for all the programs, particularly to the Dean, Professor Elizabeth Johnson, and Deputy Dean, Professor Ioannis Patrikios, and the professors that are involved in the clinical fellowships that the Dean has just announced. For their dedication and their leadership has been significant all these years. The Cyprus Medical Association proudly supports the academic and clinical community of Cyprus. We firmly believe that the foundation of a strong healthcare system is built upon the pillars of robust education, skill training, and continuous professional development. This collaboration marks a vital step in setting new standards in medical education and clinical practice within Cyprus. Today, I want to particularly highlight the role and significance of the clinical fellowship. A clinical fellowship is more than just advanced training. It is a comprehensive, structured program that nurtures and certifies expertise within specific medical fields. This type of fellowship provides invaluable exposure to both patient care and cutting-edge research, whether through clinical or laboratory-based projects. It is a stepping stone toward mastery, offering healthcare professionals the opportunity to deepen their knowledge, sharpen their skills, and engage in groundbreaking research. The Cyprus Medical Association wholeheartedly supports clinical fellowship, and we are committed to ensuring their sustainability and expansion. We actively promote the importance of clinical fellowship at both national and regional levels, advocating for policies that recognize and encourage this advanced training pathway. In alignment with our commitment to lifelong learning, we award continuous education credits to fellows and tutors participating in these programs, ensuring that their contributions and achievements are formally recognized. We foster partnerships with international institutions, allowing fellows to gain exposure to global best practices, thus enriching their experience and broadening their perspectives. To our dedicated clinical faculty and tutors, I extend my sincere congratulations and appreciation and welcome to the European School of Medicine faculty. Your guidance and mentorship shape the next generation of healthcare professionals with skills and ethical foundations that are so essential in our field. Your role is impeccable and your impact is profound. The European University School of Medicine has already made a significant impact on healthcare in Cyprus. Through initiatives like clinical fellowship programs, we collectively elevate healthcare standards, create opportunities for our brightest minds, and retain them by providing education and career pathways that meet international standards. As we look towards the future, I'm confident that our journey together will continue to bring remarkable advancements in healthcare, academia, and research. With this, and the new challenges coming up along, we uncover opportunities to grow, innovate, and serve our communities for a better future. Thank you all for your commitment to the excellence and for your, I would say, unwavering commitment and devotion to medical education and the field of medicine. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Agathangelo. The Dean is called to join Dr. Agathangelo to present the Clinical Fellowship Certificate in Plastic Surgery to Dr. Diana Tsantidi. Please.
Say it more slowly. Who are you asking for?
We need to present the Clinical Fellowship Certificate in Plastic Surgery to Dr. Diana Tsantidi.
And who's picking that up for her? Ah, she's here.
The Dean and Dr. Agathangelo will now present the Clinical Fellowship Certificate in Medical Education to Dr. Stavroula Bernitsa, which will be accepted on her behalf by Dr. Eva Tsvetanova. I think, unfortunately, Dr. Eva Tsvetanova, she is not here. She is not here. Dr. Elena Psara will also receive a Clinical Fellowship Certificate in Medical Education, which will be accepted on her behalf by Dr. Violeta Rafai. Thank you. Congratulations, Dr. Tsantidi, Dr. Bernitsa, and Dr. Psara on your achievements. I now call on Dean Johnson to proceed with the Investiture on Foods and conferment of certification to the EUC School of Medicine Clinical Faculty. Clinical faculty, please stand up. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased and honored to present to you the Clinical Faculty of European University Cyprus School of Medicine. Each clinical faculty member will be hooded by a full-time EUC faculty member. By wearing the green hood of medicine, each clinical faculty member dedicates themselves to the vision, mission, and values of European University Cyprus School of Medicine. Following the investiture of their hood, each clinical faculty will be conferred their certification by Dean Johnson. Members of the medical community who will receive certification as clinical faculty of European University Cyprus School of Medicine are Eleftherios Anastasakis, clinical professor in obstetric gynecology, will be hooded by Dr. Charalambos Michailudis. Konstantinos Gouzias, clinical professor in neurosurgery, will be hooded by Dr. Theodoros Litras. Argyrios Ioannidis, clinical assistant professor in general surgery, will be hooded by Dr. Stelios Kakakoulis. Angelos Kyriakou, clinical lecturer in endocrinology, will be hooded by Dr. Paniotis Economites. Andreas Senetos, clinical associate professor in interventional cardiology, will be hooded by Dr. Katerina Manelaou. Deputy Minister of Health for Greece, Dr. Marios Themistokleos, clinical professor in neurosurgery, will be hooded by clinical professor Tassos Karandreas. Argyrios Sakalis, clinical assistant professor in primary care, will be hooded by Dr. Christina Gusparou. Congratulations, clinical faculty. No, it was Marius Trifonidis, clinical professor in trauma and orthopedics, will be hooded by Professor Anastasios Stefanou. Stavros Tombris, Clinical Associate Professor in Maxillofacial Surgery, will be hooded by Pani Christodoulou. And once again, congratulations. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, you are kindly requested to remain in your seats until the recessional is complete and the platform party and faculty have left. Thank you. To an end. Thank you for joining us on this very special occasion, and please join us for a small reception in the UC cafeteria. Thank you.